Alright, hello and welcome to my channel, this video today. Why am I even talking about that? I am StrangerToCarnage, obviously, and today I will be playing on Minecraft, and to be more specific, Tekktit, a brilliant mod pack for Minecraft which brings in a whole load of junk like pipes and quarries and stuff like that. But today, specifically, as you probably guessed from the title, we will be cooking with Minecraft. Now, the thing which I have created here on my own server is a cake making machine, but there's a much easier way to do it, but screw that, because the way I do it, I like it and it's fun. So that's how I do it, and then I rebuilt it on my map aptly named Testing Labs, and I will be showing you it today. Maybe in a different video I'll show you how to make it. Oh, that fucking noise. But today I will be showing you it exclusively. Now it's over here. Now I'll show you in the video how to make it, but first off, right, for the cake recipe, there are 4 things needed, as we can see here. Okay, maybe not, I hate it when it does that, off click. Then R, that's egg, sugar, wheat, and milk. Now, as you can see, they all have relatively low EMC value, which means they're not worth a particular lot, apart from milk, which I think is actually more expensive than lava, so that's a little bit strange. But anyways, I'll be showing you how to do this. Now first, the first ingredient we'll show is wheat. As you can see here, we've got quite a bit of wheat, not loads, but more than average. So, this is pretty much simply made. I'll show you what this is first. This is a energy condenser. Now, every item in Tekktit is worth, not every item, but pretty much every item is worth a EMC value, which is how much that item is worth. So a diamond is worth 8,000 because they're really, really rare, whereas dirt, cobblestone, sand is worth 1 because it's everywhere. So that means, using this energy condenser, in this top corner here, I can put in a diamond, and when it gets filled up with 8,000 cobblestone, it'll turn it into 1 diamond. Now, so I've got that wheat in here, so every time something worth 24 is in this area here, it gets turned into 1 wheat. Now what we've got going here is, these things are block breakers. Now when they get given a signal by this timer, every time it clicks, it gives these a signal. What'll happen is, when the sugarcane grows up here, sucked in by the block breaker, oops, drop my torch there, but whatever, shoots the grass at the back, where it gets sucked up by these obsidian pipes, which pick up anything that gets dropped onto them, like that. Now this will follow its way across here, and then end up inside of the energy condenser, and turned into wheat. Then I can pump it out and into that, which I'll show you in a second. Next up, it's milk, so we won't bother with that. Next up is sugar. Sugar, as you know, is crafted, if I get the recipe up, by just putting 1 sugarcane in the crafting table, you get 1 sugar. So I've pretty much got a smaller sugarcane farm going here, because we don't need EMC, we just need sugarcane, where it gets put into this block here, which is an automatic crafting table, where you put the recipe in the bottom, and then whatever gets put into here, once this recipe's been completed at least once, you can pump it out. So sugarcane goes in, and when I activate the pump or redstone engine, we'll suck out sugar and then put it into this box. So that's the sugar complete. Next up is the milk. Now the milk is done in almost exactly the same way as I did the wheat. I hate the rain so much on this game, it gets so annoying. Same way, a big sugarcane farm, which gets wheat and brings it along into an energy condenser. However, milk is worth a lot more, almost 8,000 points, so you don't get as much of God, English, come on. So you don't get as much of it, but I've got a way of recycling, which you'll see in a bit after I've shown you, pretty much what it does is, when you finally craft a cake, you get the buckets back. So I just feed the buckets back into that energy condenser, and the milk gets, the buckets get, what's the word I'm looking for? Get like recycled and reused, and the sugarcane makes up for the milk which is lost in the cake making process. And here, for the fourth and final ingredient, is the eggs. Now, where do you get eggs from? Chickens. How do you cultivate lots of chickens into spaces? Well, as we saw before, there's obsidian pipes which suck up anything dropped onto them. So I've pretty much made a battery hen farm here, because if you look up here, there's chickens sitting on top of these obsidian pipes, and whenever they pop out an egg, it'll get sucked up by the pipes and put into a chest over there. So I've just got lots of chickens in here, and they just sit and produce eggs. So I'll just make it daytime again, sorry about that. And that's pretty much how I get the eggs. It's fairly simple to set up, and then that's all gets pumped into here. Now, I've got another automatic crafting table here, which has the cake recipe in the bottom. So we need 3 milk, 2 sugar, an egg, and 3 wheat. So if we pump out 1 egg, there it goes. We need 2 sugar. That's 1. And there goes 2. 3 wheat. 2. And then there goes the 3rd one. I'll actually activate the out pump and the recycle pump, and then we need 3 milk as well. There goes 1, 2, and 3. Then, as you'll see, the ingredients should fill up the different sections here. So 3 wheat, the 1 egg, and the 2 sugar. All we're waiting for is the milk, which will come in at the top side. 1, 2, and 3. And there we go, the cake, and then the buckets. So there goes the cake, and then the buckets get sucked out the bottom and put back into this energy condenser, as I explained before, and get reused, where the cake gets brought on the top and into here, where we get delicious cake. Now, what I used this for in my server previously is for, I pumped them into a vendomat and sold delicious cake for 2 gold ingots, and I made quite a profit on that. Delicious cake, because everyone loves cake. I mean, who doesn't? Idiots, that too. There's such a wide variety of cake in this world. I mean, it's hard to find a one that you don't like, to be totally honest with you. But as we can see, it'll come down into here, into there, and I can enjoy some delicious cake. Right, now, the way which I mentioned earlier was, I said there was a much easier way to do all of this rubbish. Pretty much the way you can do it is you can just, nice, lovely, what kind of chest is that? Copper, it looks kind of pinkish to me. Looks a bit fabulous. But anyways, is you can just like pop an energy condenser down like that, and then just say we'll get some wonderful dark matter, which is worth 139,264 EMC, which is equivalent to 17 diamonds, I think. And we can just pop it in this energy condenser, turn into cakes, and then we could just pop that there with a switch, and there we go. We are making cakes. So I've managed to condense this amazing machine down to just those blocks. My god, what a waste of my time. But hopefully not a waste of yours, because it was quite fun, me building this. I built it in an underground secret base so that the other people on my server couldn't find it. And I linked it up to a vendor mat, which I'll probably put in at the end of this in a bit. So we'll see how I get on with that. Right, I've got the not vendo mat. I keep saying it's a vendo mat, but it's actually called a trado mat. But I keep calling it vendo mat, so I apologise if I keep calling it that. But you'll see I've now got the cakes pumping into this chest in the side. There's a couple skipped and fallen down there. Now, pretty much the vendo mat. It's got this interface, but if someone who isn't a mod or doesn't own this comes over and sees this, it'll only have these two blocks here, and it'll have the information saying you're buying a cake. So whatever you want to be like selling, in my opinion, goes there, and whatever you want to be costing, I really shouldn't be speaking English. Whatever you want to be buying with goes there, or what I will be obtaining. Now, this action can't be done unless there's a chest next to it, or personal safe. I've just got a chest, but personal safe is bad because only you can open it, or mods, but whatever. And this is filling up with cakes rapidly. So what you do is, as long as that's filled with cakes, people can buy them from here. And what happens is, it says 1 cake for 2 gold ingots. 1 doesn't work, so put 2 in. Right, 1 sec. There we go. Sorry, I had that the wrong way around. And then I get a cake, and the 2 gold ingots get put in the chest or personal safe next to it. So I do love the cake. There we go. Wonderful cake, and all those gold ingots go in the side there, and the cakes have been drained. So yeah, that's just this little tutorial in my, I suppose I should give it a name, just called the Cakotron 9001. That's the model number, the Cakotron 9001, and I'll call this one the Cakotron 9002, I suppose, because it's the 9002nd model. Linked up to the vendor mat. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little video, and just make this sacred altar of delicious cake, and I hope it's helped you out in some way. So yeah, I suppose that's it. See you later.